Ladies and gentlemen, as you may have heard, or maybe yes, or maybe you have not been spared. 40 documents from Jeffrey Epstein's trial. They are actually referred to Jeffrey Epstein. They are not exactly from his trial. Let's go to talk about that, huh? And several famous names have appeared in these documents. I've been checking on Twitter, and there's a lot of fuss about this because there are a lot of people eating up fake news and reading lists that are totally false. Where a lot of Hollywood actors appear, musicians appear, a lot of characters appear that are actually not mentioned. In these 40 documents that were released today, which is January 3rd, watch the January 4th video since uploading this early morning makes no sense. So I'm going to explain who appears, how they are mentioned, where these documents came from. We're going to clear up some of the fake news, as I saw a long list today that even included Eminem. And I said, huh? Did I do like the cat? Have you seen the cat? That one from TikTok. That one from TikTok that says, well. I did like this, and then I checked, and obviously it was fake news. That list was a falsehood. I'm going to show you the documents. They're here. I found the documents in this. They're everywhere, aren't they? But I found them on this page. B Broadcasting Network or NewsPN News, Jeffrey Epstein documents release, and they're here. I'm going to leave the link here below in the description so you can download them. And I'm going to show you what format these documents are in so you understand how complicated it is to read and analyze them. And I'm going to show you other issues. For example, let's open the document. 1. They are like telegrams. Some are like telegrams and others are like transcriptions of dialogues that take place in court. It's like that, as if a person speaks and says such a person said such a thing. Lawyer says, no, your honor, blah 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 blah. I mean, you understand, right? What I want to say is, these blessed documents are actually transcripts of a trial. So it's kind of complicated to read absolutely everything. There are many pages. I've been skimming them. I've been reading them for 2 hours. I want to show you one that has this dialogue format so you can understand more or less what I mean. I'm not hitting any that has the dialogue format. But the question is, do celebrities appear? Yes, do celebrities appear? Are some named? Yes, of course, but where do these documents come from? Where did they come out from? Well, I think the most answer fair and necessary regarding this is that these documents, they are part of a lawsuit already resolved filed by Virginia Giuffre, one of Jeffrey Epstein's victims, who sued Epstein's girlfriend and accomplice, Ghislaine Maxwell, in 2015, alleging that the couple trafficked her for sexual purposes when she was a teenager. Maxwell is serving a 20-year sentence for her role in Epstein's sex trafficking network. Epstein took his own life in 2019 while awaiting trial for his own charges. The revealed includes the transcript of Maxwell's statement in which she denied trafficking with Giuffre. That is basically the papers from where this comes from this trial that Virginia Giuffre conducts. That he had Googled her where she goes around here. Where I have her, Virginia Giuffre. Well, we Googled her again. There we have her. This is Virginia Giuffre, Minha Giuffre. And she is the one who conducts this trial. And all these papers, documents that we are seeing come from here, they come from the trial she conducts, right? Virginia Giuffre, where people like Prince Andrew get implicated. And other celebrities. Now that's what I wanted to clarify first and foremost, because it's like people say, where do these papers come from? Well, they come from there. All the papers are here. These are them. They are 40 documents. I show them here. They are 40 documents. Very long, very heavy, because they are part of a trial. So they are like transcripts. Good morning, Joanna. Thank you for coming. I'm going to talk to you about Google. I mean, they are like dialogues in a trial, basically. That's it. During these dialogues, names are given, names of celebrities, names of issues. We are going to say who the celebrities are and all this whole situation. If you want us to make more videos about Jeffrey Epstein, leave your like below and write more videos. More videos. If you write more videos, and if this video surpasses 5,000 likes in 24 hours, we are going to make a second part about this case, because obviously I didn't have time to read all the documents completely. And while I have a glimpse of what happened and what they say out there, it's good to expand it in a longer video. Right? Now, having said all this, who are the celebrities that appear? Well, I've been reviewing the documents, and I also found several Twitter threads that summarize a bit. It's these issues, and I think they can serve in this situation to explain better. Who appears on Jeffrey Epstein's list or is mentioned in these first documents that have been released? Bill Clinton Jeffrey Epstein supposedly claimed, according to a witness, that former President Bill Clinton liked young girls, referring to girls. Teenager recruited by Jeffrey Epstein reveals how she met Bill Clinton twice. Jeffrey, did he ever talk to you about Bill Clinton? You about Bill Clinton? She said that once Clinton loved them young people, referring to girls. Do you see what I mean? Everything that is talked about and everything that appears in these stories are like this. They are like dialogues in a trial. It's like it is. That basically is a lawyer asking and another person responding and giving names. Bill Clinton is kind of in deep trouble. I mean, his name comes up several times and he is really stuck with this particular phrase. Speaking of Bill Clinton, soon a video will be released on my other channel the day that Bill Clinton had a trial. The story of Monica Lewinsky and others. So if you're interested in that story, go to my other channel the day that to watch it. And here comes one of the most bizarre things that have appeared on this list. Who is another famous person named Stephen Hawking? Stephen Hawking, you know him, right? The quadriplegic physicist in a wheelchair. Well, Stephen Hawking participated in an orgy in the age of the lowest. So basically, according to this part of the trial, according to this testimony, Stephen Hawking has participated in an orgy with minors. I mean, it says it here, he's reading it, in the Virgin Islands, I mean Jeffrey Epstein's islands. It's the most bizarre thing that has been discussed so far. What other names appear here? Ghislaine Maxwell, who is Jeffrey Epstein's partner. I don't know Alan Dershowitz or Jeffrey Epstein. Prince Andrew, Rob Eppinger, Bill Clinton, Stephen Hawking, Al Gore. And the rest, I don't know, are certain individuals. It doesn't matter. Stephen Hawking, I mean. Another one who is mentioned and is quite stuck is Prince Andrew. Prince Andrew, he says. At one point in these testimonies, he says, "We went into a closet and took out the puppet, the caricature of Prince Andrew, and we brought it out." A small tag on the puppet said Prince Andrew, revealing his identity to me. Then so they put the puppet on Virginia's lap and I sat on Andrew's lap, and they put the puppet's hand on Virginia's chest, and Andrew put his hand on my chest, and they took a picture. It's like they were playing with a doll that was shaped like Prince Andrew. But the guy was, I mean, you see, huh? He says, I came up. I mean, I arrived and saw Virginia, Jeffrey, Prince Andrew, and Ghislaine in the room. And you met Prince Andrew that time? Yes. Well, basically, and there she tells what I just read. I mean, another one gets super stuck. Prince Alan Dershowitz, I don't know who he is. Epstein allegedly forced a minor to have excessive relations with Harvard law professor Alan Dershowitz. I mean, he's a Harvard law professor. As a super stuck. Then delicate matter with Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson, peculiar character, is named 3 times in these testimonies, in these documents. Apparently, he went to this island, but he neither received nor allowed a minor to give him massages. Did you ever meet anyone famous when you were with Jeffrey? So, did you meet anyone famous when you were there with Jeffrey Epstein? They ask one of the witnesses, and she says, I met Michael Jackson, and where was that? They say, really? Where was that? At his house in Palm Beach, at Jeffrey's house in Palm Beach. She corrects herself, right? Was Michael Jackson at Jeffrey's house? Did you give him a massage? No, she says, I did not. This is repeated here, isn't it? Again, I mean, one of the witnesses claims to have seen Michael Jackson at Jeffrey Epstein's house. But at the same time, she also clears his name, saying that he didn't do anything with him, he was just there. Tomat Pritzker allegedly involved in sexual activities with an Epstein victim, president, and chief executive officer of the Pritzker organization. How many times have you had sex with Tom Pritzker? I think I was with Pritzker once. Let's remember all this. It's also both the witness Virginia or other witnesses telling and talking about it. David Copperfield, in one of the documents, David Copperfield gets stuck and it says David Copperfield. I was at a dinner on Epstein's Island, and there was another girl present who seemed very young. She seemed young. Joanna asked what school she went to, and Joanna didn't recognize the school's name as a university. She said it could possibly be a high school. Joanna said about Copperfield, I wonder if he knew that girls were paid to find other girls. I mean, he was there, right? The magician David Copperfield, another one of those who gets stuck. Jean-Luc Brunel Epstein allegedly trafficked the underage girl Jane Doe to Jean-Luc Brunel many times. I don't know who Jean-Luc Brunel is. Are we really going to Google who the hell is Jean-Luc Brunel? Well, he died. Another one who finds death in a way quite similar to Epstein's, right? Is he a French model agent? Okay. Broadly speaking, these are the names that appear. I know a lot of people were expecting more famous names. I don't know. Donald Trump. Broadly speaking, these are the names that appear. Let me check because I had saved another one over here. And another thread that was very, very interesting is that the father is mentioned, appears mentioned twice. The father also kind of stuck. This person, Natael Montero, makes a thread where he reviews again the celebrities that appear and those who do not appear. He says, the Epstein documents that were due to be released have been published. He uploaded it well and left a link, and the text can be searched in this thread, and this takes some time. Would each person mentioned in other tweets be investigated and show what they say about them? Al Gore, something that is not on the client list. Let me check. Al Gore is not on the client list. Al Gore is mentioned 3 times. He asked, who is on the island? Answer about him. No, I mean, he asked, was Al Gore there? Was Al Gore over there? They repeatedly asked if I had seen Al Gore on the island, but I never did. So Al Gore apparently got away with it. Leonardo DiCaprio and Bruce Willis are not mentioned as someone who was at the place. I saw one press report, it says, I saw a press report that said you met Kate Blanchett or Leonardo DiCaprio. No, I didn't meet them, it says. When I talked about them, it says I was giving him a massage. He's referring to Jeffrey Epstein and he was on the phone talking to them. In other words, he was the one who was in contact with them. He was known, he was a friend, but they were not at the place. So you have not met Kate Blanchett or DiCaprio? No, I did not meet them, he says. Stephen Hawking is named. As shown in the video, Stephen Hawking was dining with Epstein on the neighboring island. Someone mentioned that he participated in an orgy with minors, but it doesn't seem like he took it very seriously. Aren't there other versions of this? It's named randomly in the middle. Let's see. Hillary Clinton, Newton. Hillary is mentioned only once and it's mentioned that she was absent. Bill Clinton felt more at ease mocking the girls without her present. Epstein's contract does not specify if the girls were minors. So the one who gets stuck again is Bill Clinton. Once again, Bill Clinton is cited 73 times in Epstein's documents, 73 times. A witness mentioned that he liked young girls, the institutions. One denies having seen him on the island or in Maxwell's helicopter, but another confirms it despite denying that Clinton participated in illegal activities, And the Federal Bureau of Investigation had concluded that Clinton was not there. But are these witnesses confirming the claims? Tom Hanks or Oprah, who are some of the heavy names that were named on the list, are not mentioned in this text, at least in these documents. In these documents that were released now, neither of them. George Lucas is cited as one of Epstein's guests. When the witness is asked if they wanted something sexual or a massage, the answer is no. Donald Trump is cited 4 times. A witness claims he visited a Trump casino with Virginia when she was a minor. The same witness denies having massaged the same witness. That is, here it translates as the same, but it is the same witness denies having massaged Trump or having been involved in sexual requests. Bill Gates is not mentioned. As I already told you. Mackie Jackson, yes, but they say that apparently he did not receive any massage or anything. Beyonce and Taylor Swift are not mentioned. Naomi Campbell is mentioned once, but a victim gave an erotic massage to an unidentified man, almost at the same time that Naomi was organizing a birthday party that Epstein was attending. And then there's the thing with the Pope, which is also the weirdest part of this whole situation. The Pope appears twice. Ghislaine has a photo with the Pope, but contrary to what was claimed, her breasts were not exposed. In other words, there was a rumor that Ghislaine, Jeffrey Epstein's partner, had a photo where she was topless, next to the Pope. Apparently that's not the case. Although there is a known photo of both of them with John Paul II. So it's assumed that when they refer to the Pope, they're talking about this Pope. Not about Pope Francis, the current Pope, nor the previous one who looked like Palpatine, but they're talking about Pope John Paul II. But it seems he also comes out clean from all this issue. There are no mentions of Jay-Z, Lady Gaga, nor Madonna, Harvey Weinstein, nor Brad Pitt, nor Angelina Jolie, nor Keanu Reeves, nor Giselle Bundchen, nor Jimmy Kimmel either, And here it says something about a senator, and it says a senator, they censored the name, but the witness didn't see it. The witness denied having known Ehud Barak or any foreign president or any perfect Nobel laureate. Neither Ben Affleck or Henry Cavill, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos or Max Zuckerberg, neither Johnny Depp or Amber, neither Jim Carrey, neither Aston Kutcher, neither Quentin Tarantino, neither Al Pacino, neither Spielberg, neither Stanley, neither Prince Andrew. Yes, I have quoted 125 times, that is up to my hands, Prince Andrew M. and Robert Pattinson either. Broadly speaking, this appeared here. That's it. The list that appeared, and those are the names that the ones I mentioned at the beginning appeared. I know that maybe it disappoints you a bit because many were waiting for these important names that I mentioned at the end, but none of these names appear cited, at least in these first 40 documents that have been released. As I told you, this just happened an hour ago. I really didn't have much time to read all the documents. There are so many, they have many pages. I'm going to try to do it tomorrow, okay? Now the question is, if you want us to continue with this theme, I'm going to ask you to let me know through likes or comments. If you want us to make more videos, write more videos below and we will make more videos about this. And if we exceed 5,000 likes, we will make a second part. I want to tell you that I had already prepared a 37-minute documentary about the entire history of Jeffrey Epstein. A very, very complete documentary. I discovered that they were stealing my content on TikTok and Twitter, where they put together threads using my material. breaking down my documentary. The documentary, we put it together with the whole team. It's written by Mattias Oniria. It's edited by Dino Altobelli. I read it, and it's a job that took us quite a bit of time. If you want to see it, I'm going to leave it for you to watch. And so that you can know the story more in depth, because it's a very, very interesting story, that of Giuffre Epstein. So if you want to see it, I'm going to leave it below for you to go see it and tell me what you think about it. For now, this is what is known. If there is more information, I promise to make more videos about it. For now, this is simply what we have. With nothing more to say, I'm going to say goodbye. My name is Magnus Mephisto. I hope you found this particular video interesting. Please like, subscribe, and leave suggestions and additional information. That maybe in the rush I may have skipped or whatever. It comes out great. I'm signing off now. Please subscribe if you haven't already and turn on notifications. We will surely see each other next time. Goodbye.